Moccasin State Park review with Mike and Lisa.
This is Goad Country. Come on in and take a ride. Hey y'all, we are working our way through the state parks of Georgia. This week we bring you a review of the smallest one in Georgia, Moccasin State Park on beautiful Lake Burton. So as we review each of these parks, we are going to need a yardstick by which to measure each one.
Our reviews are based on campsite location, comfort and facilities, things to do, and atmosphere. And since we are homeschoolers, we love the A through F rating system, and we'll be using it for our campground reviews. Since this park is so small, we will include the campground tour at the end of this video.
Our first category is campground location. Located in the North Georgia mountains about 25 to 30 minutes off of I-985 on Highway 197. While these are not back roads, they are curvy and hilly. This is not a straight interstate and you do need to pay attention to the road in front of you, but that's always good advice.
For campground location, we would give this a B.
Our second category is comfort and facilities. The campground is made up of 54 campsites that include 30 amp service and water, fire rings, picnic tables, and free Wi-Fi. All the sites were clean and level. This campground has two comfort stations, one that is clearly decades older than the other, but both were kept clean and in good repair, as well as good water pressure. Both also had laundry facilities.
We also got great Verizon and Cricket cell service while we were here.
We originally reserved Campsite 1. When we arrived, we found there were power problems and we had to diagnose whether it was the camper or the electrical post at fault. It turned out the post was at fault, and after asking the camp host, he indicated that work had been done on that site earlier in the day. We eventually had to take Site 16, and we lucked out that it was open for a couple of days, and we were able to switch sites after the office opened in the morning. This goes on to show you that arriving earlier is better if possible. Since it was the beginning of the winter, it would have been a cold night without heat.
We loved Site 16 because it was across from the pavilion and playground. There really were fantastic places to get a view of the water. It was so quiet at the park, and it was awesome that people were so friendly, and after speaking with a woman, she told me how many of the people there were repeat visitors each season. It definitely is a favorite spot for seniors because it's so level, quiet, and easy to navigate. The shop in the park doesn't have much in the way of basic necessities. However, there is a town called Clarksville that is not far away, and you have your choice of grocery stores, Dollar Tree, and Dollar General if need be.
They have two dump stations, with one next to the entrance of Site 16, which is where we were at. I'm not a fan of where it was located. It is in the middle of the campsites. As people were leaving, they were parking next to our site and dumping. Now, we didn't notice any smells, but while we were having our coffee, they were dumping right next to our patio, and that was a little off-putting. Had to say hello a few times. I was wearing my bathrobe. Honestly, we didn't see where the other one was at, but it looks like it was a back-end dump station according to the map. For larger rigs, this could be difficult. There were also two wastewater stations.
For overall comfort and facilities, we'll give this a B+. The third category is things to do. The primary thing to do here is boating or fishing on Lake Burton. The secondary thing to do is hiking, which results in a beautiful waterfall if you can make the nearly 2-mile hike out there. There are so many opportunities to view wildlife and take photos all throughout the park and the hiking areas. We have seen ducks, but also have heard others seeing bears on the trails during certain seasons. This park would also be great for people who are leaf peeping and want to just get away for the weekend in the mountains. The sunset was gorgeous over the lake. This campground is also gently graded and is very easy for evening strolls. There are little pathways and bridges for walking around the lake, as well as swings for couples to view the sunset. They have been working on redoing the trout hatchery for 2 years now, and when it is done, that will be very neat to walk around. I would say Lake Burton is a fisherman's paradise. There is boating, fishing, and skiing on the lake. There is not a beach to get into the water from this park, but you can still view it from many angles. Also, because its location in northeast Georgia mountains, you're not too far from Helen, Toccoa, Babyland General, and other popular Georgia mountain destinations. It doesn't have a ton of stuff to do in this park, but for its small size, it is great for relaxing. You can enjoy basketball and volleyball there as well. So for things to do, we give it an A.
The fourth and final category is overall atmosphere. Ultimately, this is just a really quiet campground. While it is kid-friendly, evidenced by the fact that we brought our kid and she had a blast, we did notice that this was a favorite for the senior citizen crowd. So no loud parties here. We did, however, see many people socializing and getting to know their neighbors, as this is a small, compact campground.
For atmosphere, we give this park an A. So our grades of B, B+, A, and A makes this a total grade A park, and we will definitely be back.
So one of the things we're going to do is pick out the best and worst sites, in our opinion. The best sites are 2 through 5 and 16. The worst sites, in our opinion, are 45 and the ones near that because the road was busy.
I definitely wouldn't want to be on a couple of the internal loops as well, as they seem to be really close together unless you were buddy camping. But I will say my favorite site was 16 because while having our coffee, I could watch my kid play, and after dinner my daughter could play well into the dark because we were right there. The view of the lake was stunning.
See the sweet sun pouring down in the strawberry sky. Tall grass dancing down by the St. John's Riverside. And I can see Maggie running through the fields full of wild. A free spirit living a beloved life. I've been daydreaming about the South, appreciating those days. Growing up in Madeline, a blessed world in the southeast. I remember running barefoot, well aware of sand spurs. Sitting on the park bench, working on guitar chords. I'm still enchanted by the legendary fantasy electric brunettes. How they would render me helpless by the way that they dressed. Appreciating those days. Growing up in Madeline, a blessed world in the southeast. Recently, I've been thinking about the sea. Searching for that sun, I can feel the summer wind. I remember everyone.
So that's our review of Moccasin State Park. We hope you liked our video. If you want to see more, click one of the links pictured.
If you like what we do here, click the like and subscribe button. Be sure to click the bell to be notified of new videos.
Thanks for watching.
I can feel